Hey there YouTube. So in this video I'm going to demo a dashboard that I made, and the dashboard is supposed to show the demand for bikes on a 4-day say prediction window. Alright, so you are first presented with the global map. It has got 4 cities: London, Paris, New York, Seoul and Suzhou. Okay, and you have a legend at the side which shows the density of bike rentals. So if you get green, it means that less number of bikes have been rented, and yellow means medium, and red means more number of bikes, and so on and so forth. Okay, so that's what this map does, and all the data that you see here is being done real time. Alright, so if you just zoom in a little bit into this data, you can see that London has very less amount of bikes, as can be seen from the green circles over here. Alright, so that is what the first screen is all about. Let's jump into one of the cities now and see what's going on. Okay, let's jump to New York, see what's happening in New York. So if you look at New York, right, so you are presented with another dashboard. It has 4 panels. The one on the top left shows just the city, and the pin on top of this shows you a lot of details about the current temperature, how much is the wind speed, and the daytime when the sampling was done. Okay, if you look at the bottom left, you just see the variation of the temperature over time for a period of 5 days, right? So this would be the forecast. And then on the top right, you see the number of bikes which get rented out at different times of the day. This actually turns out to be very interesting because I also made the map interactive. So if you place the cross marker on the map, it shows you the date time of the forecast and the number of bikes rented out, which gives a very interesting trend. So if you look at the time, it says 18 hours, right? That would be 6 o'clock in the evening. So apparently it seems that the number of bike rentals go up later in the evenings. Okay, so let's go to the next day, and sure enough, at the same time period, the number of bikes rented is higher. Okay, so here you can see a very interesting trend, the variation of the number of bikes by time. Alright, so now let's look at the lowest point. Okay, when we have the least number of rentals, bike prediction is 0, and it seems to be in the early hours of the morning at 2 o'clock, and 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock. The bike prediction is really very low. That's a very interesting thing. Let's see if it's a repeating trend. Okay, here sure enough, yeah, exactly at this time at 3 o'clock, not many people rent any bikes. So that's a pretty interesting trend. Let's look at 6:02. What is 6:02? This is at 12, 79. Okay, at 9 o'clock, people still do rent bikes close to night. But yeah, so this is very interesting. As you approach midnight, the number of bikes being rented out drops, and it's maximum during 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, during those hours. It's a very interesting trend, right? A very, very interesting trend. Now the things we have to see, is this trend common across all geographies? Is it the same in Seoul, or is it something which is very, very New Yorkish? Let's go to Suzhou. Okay, let's go to Seoul and let's see what's going on. So it refreshes, and sure enough, at around the same time, at 4 or 5 or 6 in the evening, number of bikes rented is higher. So this is very interesting, right? The geographical changes don't change people's habits, at least in this context. So that's something very intriguing. Okay, and now the bottom right chart shows the number of bikes which could be rented by the humidity level, let's say, of the weather in that particular place. So if it gets more humid, bike prediction drops. If it is less humid, bike prediction, the number of bikes rented out is more. So let's look at another city. Let's go to London. Let's see what's going on there. Is there any trend here? Okay, the humidity is 70, 80, and 90. Okay. So we have a trend line, but I'm not too sure about this trend curve. Maybe I need to change the polynomials and improve it and do like a better fit for the curve. So let's see Suzu. Any trends here? So okay, by and large, it looks like humidity does play a role, but to what extent is not very clear from this. Okay, so there you have it, guys. This is a very simple dashboard that I made. It uses real-time data from a web service call, and it populates the dashboard and it shows stuff. So a lot of work was done at the back to get this to work. Like I had to do web scraping, a lot of table joins were done with SQL, and a lot of data cleaning was also done behind the scenes for us to get this final result. um, and one of the really cool things about this is I would love to combine this with artificial intelligence, and to have real-time updates when our artificial intelligence is making changes inside the system, so we can track it. That would be something where I really feel data visualization, data analytics, and artificial intelligence can combine together to form a powerful uh, team or a force. Alright, so that's it for the presentation. Thank you for listening. Bye bye.